All right, let's dive in. Today, we're talking about something huge, the code that is literally building India's digital future. This isn't just about technology. It's a story of a massive transformation, and it's all being powered by one of the world's most incredible resources, its young people. I mean, just stop and think about the scale of that for a second. This is way more than just a workforce. It's a full-blown phenomenon. We're talking millions of young, brilliant minds all ready to build the next technological revolution. The potential here is just absolutely off the charts. And that, right there, is the big question, isn't it? If you've got this incredible ocean of talent, what do you do with it? What are the tools they need? What kind of future are they actually building? And, most importantly, how do they get from here to there? Let's break it all down. So, to answer all that, we've got to start with the foundation itself, the talent. See, this isn't just about learning a few lines of code. It's about a massive wave of opportunity that's sweeping across the entire nation. Any builder, any architect needs a good toolkit. Well, for the people designing India's digital future, that toolkit is made of programming languages. So let's take a look at the absolute essentials that every aspiring tech leader really needs to get their hands on. Okay, so let's get into the big three. Think of C++ as your personal gym for your brain. It's super fast, it's powerful, and it seriously sharpens your problem-solving skills, which is why it's so key for nailing those tough coding interviews. Then you've got Java. Java is the reliable workhorse, right? It's the language that's building the massive, dependable enterprise systems for banking and e-commerce that kind of keep the country running. And then there's Python. Python is simple, it's incredibly versatile, and honestly, it's the undisputed language of the future, powering everything from AI and data science to the whole startup explosion. But the toolkit doesn't stop there, not by a long shot. Think about that super smooth experience you have on an app like Flipkart or Zomato. Yeah, that's JavaScript making it all happen. What about the security of your bank transactions? You can think SQL for that. And in a mobile-first country like India, languages like Kotlin and Swift they're non-negotiable. And let's not forget the old-school foundations like C, which is still the bedrock for connecting our physical and digital worlds through things like IoT and robotics. This really gets to the heart of it all. These programming languages, they aren't just abstract text on a screen. They're the actual architectural plans for the entire nation's future. So that leads to a pretty important question. What exactly is being built with all of this? All right, so we've covered the tools. Now let's shift gears and look at the grand vision. These are the technological marvels that are set to completely reshape the country in the next few years. And first up, of course, is the big one, AI. And look, this is so much more than a buzzword. It is a truly revolutionary force. We're talking about everything from smart agriculture that helps a farmer predict the weather, to personalized education that adapts to each student, all the way to smarter cities that can actually predict traffic jams before they even happen. And if you really want to wrap your head around the economic scale of this AI resolution, just look at this number, $1 trillion. That's the potential value that experts think AI could add to India's economy by 2035. This isn't just cool tech. It's a massive, massive engine for growth and opportunity. And believe me, AI is just the beginning. We're looking at this whole wave of interconnected technologies. You've got the Internet of Things and 5G, which will connect our cities, our farms, and even the most remote villages. Blockchain and fintech are on track to bring a whole new level of transparency to our economy. And at the same time, robotics and automation are going to supercharge the Make in India mission, while huge advances in space tech and biotech are positioning India as a true global leader in innovation. I mean, each one of these is a world-changing field on its own. Okay, let's make this really concrete for a second. Just look at the impact of one of these technologies, 5G. Before, you had this huge digital divide. There were information gaps, geographic barriers. It was tough. But after? Well, now you've got doctors consulting with patients in remote villages over video. You have high-quality education reaching every single corner of the country. And you've got farmers getting real-time data sent to their phones to improve their crops. This is technology that directly changes lives for the better. So we've seen the tools, we've seen the incredible vision for the future. But how do you, as an aspiring coder, as a tech professional, how do you actually connect those two things? This next part lays out a really clear path from just learning to actually leading. And what's cool is that the pathway is actually pretty direct. It all starts with building a rock-solid foundation in those core languages. From there, you pick your passion and specialize in a future-focused field like AI or fintech. Once you're armed with those skills,
You become the engine driving huge national missions like Startup India and Digital India. And the result of all that? You unlock some absolutely incredible career opportunities, not just here at home, but on the global stage too.
And make no mistake, those opportunities are very, very real. The established IT sector, built on languages like Java, is already a massive employer. The startup boom, which is just exploding thanks to Python and JavaScript, is creating new exciting roles every single day. And in our hyper-connected world, the global demand for skilled Indian coders has literally never been higher.
Which brings us to our final and, I think, our most important point. And it's not just a question, really. It's more like a challenge, an invitation. It's a look toward a future that is being built as we speak.
So look, the foundation is set, the tools are right there for the taking, and the vision for what's possible is crystal clear. India's future isn't something that's just going to happen. It's going to be built, line by line of code, by this incredible pool of young talent. So the only real question left to ask is, what part will you play in writing that code?